commerce just got faster. Start something new sales event at Waynesboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Rates as low as 2.9%.
New Ram 1500 Bighorns, 2.9% for 72 months.
If you can't come to us, we'll drive it to you.
Good to go Waynesboro.com.
So you've got these.
Beat the deadline now through the end of the month.
Start something new sales event at Waynesboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Get instant credit approval.
3.9% on Jeep Grand Cherokees. Good to go Waynesboro.com. Trust Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale for your first alert. You're watching News 12 live at 5. Continues.
Well, today marks 3 weeks since anybody has seen Damon Parrish. The 31-year-old was last seen on Mill Street. His family and law enforcement still looking for him tonight.
Our Hallie Turner is live in our newsroom. And Hallie, this past weekend was the 3-year anniversary of owning his own salon.
Yeah, Mayor, since Damon was last seen on January 11th, family and friends say he's missed out on celebrating major milestones like family birthdays, but also milestones he's been trying to reach for years. And over the weekend, not only did Damon's salon celebrate its 3rd birthday, like you said, but Damon received an award from the Small Business Awards for Best Male Hairstylist of the Year, except he wasn't there to receive it. His mother walked the red carpet for him. And friends and family say this award is a direct reflection of their Poke, the man who makes everyone feel beautiful on the inside and out and can change your day in a split second. One friend says this award is more than well deserved.
Him getting that award is the recognition, just of making it set in stone. He is that guy. He is one of those people that you would definitely want to have that type of bond relationship with. So it was very well deserved.
But they also say the moment is bittersweet, and coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're learning more about the night he went missing and the moments surrounding it.
All right, thanks for that, Hallie. Definitely bittersweet. And the Richmond County Sheriff's Office is saying if you know anything about Parrish, big or small, anybody watching right now, please call them.
Hopefully that family can get some answers soon. Thanks again, Hallie. Switching gears to just about 10 minutes.
All right, thanks for that, Riley. A suspicious death now under investigation in Warrenville tonight after a call came in around 2 this afternoon. It was for a body on the porch of a home on Augusta Road. The Aiken County Sheriff's Office says the victim is a white male, but that's all we have right now. No word yet on his identity or any other details. We will continue following the story, and we'll let you know more as soon as we do.
Allendale police say a disagreement over elementary-age children fighting led to shots fired by adults at an apartment off Water Street. Reports show this happened last Friday when officials say multiple people approached an apartment to confront the people inside. Allendale police say Mario Williams and Willie Williams are accused of shooting into the apartment several times after being unable to break in. They're both wanted for attempted murder. Kendall Nix is charged with accessory before the fact.
An increasing amount of
turning into a parking lot. That's what's happening to Eisenhower Park in Augusta as we speak. Parts of the property have been used for parking in the past during Masters Week, but a recent deal struck with the city will allow more visitors to park in that area. Some people say this is taking park space away from the surrounding neighborhoods, but others, including Commissioner Sean Franham, say this will be an improvement to the area.
It's not going to affect the current landscape of what is being utilized anyway. It should enhance it based on what I've been told.
Ahead on News 12 at 6 o'clock, Craig Allison takes a closer look at the plans and the future of Eisenhower Park.
170. That's how many local veterans who were experiencing homeless last year now have a place to call home. VA Augusta tells us that's nearly 3 times the annual goal for our area. VA Augusta also helped 92 other unhoused veterans get connected with resources. Nationwide, more than 46,000 veterans have been assisted by the VA.
It all starts with a scroll and a click, and shortly after, that's where you may find yourself being scammed. That's the story of many people in our area who say they are getting scammed by fake hairstylists, and this is an issue that's no stranger to our local businesses. Coming up tonight, all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock, Taylor Martin shows us and shows you what to look out for so you don't fall victim as well.
All right, take a look at this. Georgia DOT posting this time lapse of the I-20 project site on the Savannah River. You know what? Your car is probably in there somewhere. This is a year's worth of progress at the site. Construction began in late 2019, and it should be finished this year, finally. Of course, there's still more work to be done, including some overnight lane closures starting tonight, by the way. After 10 p.m., one of the right lanes will be closed for concrete to be poured. It will reopen at 7 tomorrow morning. The same closure is also happening tomorrow night and Friday night.
In honor of Black History Month beginning tomorrow, AAA of Georgia has created an EV-friendly road trip guide to explore Black history sites in our state, and Augusta is also on that map. The map spans both the Peach and Palmetto states and includes 50 historical stops. 8 of those are right here in Augusta, including the Lucy Craft Laney Museum, James Brown Monument, and the Augusta Riot Historical Marker. The entire road trip guide is 930 miles long and would take roughly 17 hours to drive. It also includes stops in Savannah, Georgia, Charleston, South Carolina, and of course, Atlanta.
Okay, have you ever seen a two-headed snake? Well, one Aiken woman has one as a pet. We'll show you coming up. Riley?
Well, a few snakes could come out over the next couple of afternoons. We do have some warmer temps heading our way back into the 60s. Have a full look at that forecast just after the break.
The Columbia County Real-Time Crime Center playing out in action with a new gadget. Find out more all new on News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Time and 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, mostly dry, so that rain will be much later into the day. And Groundhog Day looking pretty warm this year with highs close to 70.
All right, thanks, Riley. Two-headed snakes are extremely rare, but you guessed it, there's someone in our area, actually in Aiken, who has one as a pet.
And our Will Volk caught up with her to find out why.
Well, I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this. It's a snake with not just one, but 2 heads.
This is definitely the most unique reptile I've ever owned and will ever own.
And Jessica Sharp Minor owns about a dozen snakes, but this one, or should I say these 2, are different from the rest.
These are 2 snakes that didn't fully separate into identical twins.
They're basically like conjoined twins. Someone found them in their garden and brought them to the park Sharp Minor worked at.
They couldn't be released. There was no way they were going to survive in the wild, and I already had all the resources.
So she took them in about 6 years ago and named them Trick and Treat. She's amazed they've made it this long.
I just wanted them to survive, and they really have.
2 snakes sharing one body.
Both heads have intelligence, like you can see right now. One wants to go this way, the other wants to go that way.
They're different, but for Sharp Minor, taking care of them is no trick. It's a treat.
I love the unloved, the things that people think are creepy and crawly. I just find them really interesting.
In Aiken, Will Volk, on your side.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
You know what, though? I was freaked out by it, and then she says I love the unloved, and I'm like, now I feel bad that I was freaked out by
I wonder
them.
if they ever fight. Like, do you think they fight?
Of course they do.
Brother and sister?
Could you imagine? Well, she said she'll bring Trick and Treat to some events later this year because, let's be honest, it's cool.
Who wouldn't want to see that?
Those will happen at the Ruth Patrick Science Education Center where she works, and we'll have more information on our website about that.
Gotta check it out.
If you
Gotta go
dare.
see it.
I'm still...
Apple is raising interest rates. That's a good thing. I'm Jamie Tucker. Coming up, everything you need to know about an Apple savings account and one thing you have to do if you have one.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group. The USA.
For the 3rd time in just 1 month, Apple has raised the interest rate on its savings account. Accounts now earn 4.5% interest.
That's a lot more than you'd get from a traditional savings account, but is it a good deal? Our consumer tech reporter Jamie Tucker takes a closer look.
What the Tech, sponsored by Augusta Preparatory Day School.
Apple launched Apple savings accounts through Goldman Sachs last April. And if you don't know much about it, here's everything you need to know before you open one. First, the savings accounts are available only to iPhone users who have an Apple credit card. You can apply for one in the Apple Wallet app. Money is transferred from any bank account connected to an Apple account. You can withdraw money in the Apple Wallet app with no fee and no penalty. Along with earning interest on the deposits, users earn up to 3% from Apple credit card purchases, which goes into the savings account immediately. High-yield savings accounts earn a lot more interest than traditional savings accounts that generally offer only 0.01 or 0.02%. Now, here's how that compares. $25,000 in a high-yield savings account earning 4.5% will net $1,125 in a year in interest. The same amount in a traditional savings account nets just $5. There's one very important thing you need to know when opening an Apple savings account. Since the account is tied to your Apple account and your phone, if something happens to you, it will be very difficult for your family to gain access to your account. In the Apple Wallet account, you'll need to add beneficiaries. This has to be done over the phone, and you'll need to provide their name, street address, and email. It is a quick phone call to one you need to make if you have an Apple savings account or plan on opening one. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
The Reese's Senior Bowl is this weekend. The Georgia Bulldogs and South Carolina Gamecocks, of course, well represented.
With what's known as the College Football All-Star Game just days away, News 12 sports director joins us now to tell us who you should be on the lookout for. Dan.
Every year, the Senior Bowl down in Mobile, Alabama is a great opportunity for players to increase their stocks before the NFL draft in April. It's also a great opportunity for fans to watch some of their favorite players before they start playing on Sundays. A grand total of 7 Georgia Bulldogs are down in Mobile. Fan favorite Ladd McConkey has been making defensive backs look silly all year long, and he's still doing it at practice so far. Receiver Marcus Roseby-Jack-Saint and running back Dejon Edwards are also representing the offense. On the defensive side, safeties Javon Bullard and Tyke Smith are balling out. Long snapper William Mote is getting some work in as well. Center Cedric Van Pran is also there, and he's elected not to play this weekend. SVP is projected to be a 3rd, 4th, or 5th round pick. 2 Gamecocks are putting their talents on full display. Quarterback Spencer Rattler and wide receiver Xavier Legette were a fun duo to watch during their time at Carolina. Because of his speed, size, and strength, Legette is expected to be picked in the early rounds. As for Rattler, he's a little bit of a wild card. Once upon a time, he was the #1 ranked quarterback prospect in the nation, and he has something to prove alongside a loaded quarterback class going into the league this year. You can watch all of these players compete against some of the best NFL prospects in the country when the Senior Bowl kicks off this Saturday at 1 o'clock. That's it for sports. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Start something new sales event at Waynesboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Rates as low as 2.9%.
New Ram 1500 Bighorns, 2.9% for 72 months.
If you can't come to us, we'll drive it to you.
Good to go Waynesboro.com.
Gerald,
Place, one weekend, all your projects solved.
beat the deadline now through the end of the month.
Start something new sales event at Waynesboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Get instant credit approval.
3.9% on Jeep Grand Cherokees. Good to go Waynesboro.com.
One South Carolina high school has some very unique class pets.
Yeah, WJ Keenan in Columbia has an agricultural program where students learn how to take care of animals like rabbits, goats, chickens, and now even a mini cow here.
Oh.
His name, get it, is Teddy Graham Bear, or just Teddy for short.
Oh my gosh, could he be any cuter?
Yes,
Oh
but
my
no at the
gosh.
same time. But students are learning how to feed him 3 bottles a day as well as harness train him.
He's so cute.
Who's gonna ride him?
Unlike a full-size cow, Teddy will only weigh about 300 pounds fully grown, so it'll be easier for students to handle. The classes teacher says using baby animals like Teddy has been helpful in getting students' attention. Well, I mean, come on. And, of course, teaching them the responsibility that comes with raising livestock.
Probably not hard to get people to sign up for that class there.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, that is so cute.
That would be such a fun class to be in every day. I'd be there early.
Did y'all know mini cows were a thing?
I did not.
I had no clue that there was such thing as a mini cow.
300 pounds is still pretty big, though.
Yeah, that's a heifer for sure. But a pygmy
Pun
heifer,
intended.
Absolutely. But fun, great story there up in Columbia, just a short drive north of us. We got beautiful conditions over Clarks Hill Lake. We actually do have a really big bass tournament in town the next couple of days. So the Bassmaster College Series, they're going to be fishing up at Clarks Hill Thursday and Friday. If you want to check out weigh-in, they're going to be having it at Wildwood Park 3 p.m. the next couple of afternoons. Anglers up at the lake, great weather the next couple of days. Highs near 60 there Thursday, and then in the mid-60s by Friday. So that last day a little bit warmer for them. Once we get into the weekend, we are expecting nice weather Saturday, but the potential for some rain does move in by Sunday. Right now, it looks like the rain Sunday should hold out till later into the day, and especially Sunday night and Monday.
All right, thanks, Riley. Stick with us. We have more news, weather, and sports coming up after a short break on News 12 at 6 o'clock.